speaking to you about Clayton Valley Charter. That's where my students go, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Neil's wonderful petition for SPA. I have a student who sits in his classroom, he does mediocre work, he sits there and gets bored. He doesn't get involved in class. They're talking from a PowerPoint presentation, he's sitting there. When I read about Neil's petition and I talked to him about the classroom, and getting people immersed in the subject and how it's more hands-on than what they get in the classroom today, I looked at my son and I scratched my head and I said, wait a minute, this would be a great program for him. He sits in his room, he plays on his computer, he gets his hands dirty on the subject, he learns, he wants to touch the material. So imagine coming into your classroom and saying, okay class, we're here to talk about Macbeth. I'm going to divide the class in half. This group, I want you to study about the life and times of its characters. What was life like back during that time? What was their life, what were people doing outside of the roles they had in here? I want this side of the room to talk to me about what would you do to build a set and what they need to do to put this at the stage performance together. And I said, okay, now let's break that down. On this side where you're learning about the life and times of the people, you're learning about English and writing, and you're learning about history and medicine and those types of real world type of events. On this side, you're talking about math and geometry. How do you build a set? Let me look at the floor space. Let me look at the angles of how I have to build a stage and make it safe for the students. So for his curriculum, you're getting everything you need in a new type of learning environment. It's very different. And I think those are the types of students that Neil's looking to reach out to. And those are the people that we want to reach out to as a community and support. Those people are getting lost in Mount Diablo, the statistics show. So support SPA, support Neil. Our kids will flourish. Thank you.
I have a historical comment. As a teacher who's been at Clayton Valley, after our first year, which was very successful, in the fall of the second year, our school kind of moved towards possibly expanding. First, we talked with Cal State East Bay, and maybe EDC about shrinking space, establishing a program. And in the fall and winter of 2013, we found out that the school had submitted two charter petitions under the umbrella of Clayton Valley, that they were going to be satellite campuses, they were going to be partially funded with loans coming from the school. One of them was a collegiate academy, and the other one was performing arts. In the end, there was discussion that happened, and they never reached the county board because they were pulled back from the county because we decided we were not going to expand at that time. After that, further down the road, a petition was submitted out in Knighton for the Collegiate Academy, which matched the one that was submitted here. And there was a county-wide benefit charter petition for a performing arts school that was submitted here. And they were both denied. Following that, the performing arts petition has been submitted to Mount Diablo, where it was denied, and now it is on appeal here. One of the concerns that I have is a tight connection between what is going on and our charter school. And I hope that there are two complete separate entities, but there is a worst case scenario for some employees at the charter that because there's a management organization involved, that down the road maybe there is some kind of a design to reconnect with our school, which I hope is not the case. But that's a concern that some of us have at our site who have been at Clayton Valley, and hopefully it will not ever happen. Thank you.
Rob Seidelman.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. As a professional artist, theater artist and educator, I wanted to speak about one concern that I saw addressed in the staff report regarding the emphasis of arts in STEAM education as potentially problematic. And I really want to echo Neil's point in that regard and make sure that it's understood